Hello.
What's up? Look who's here. It's Janine.
Hi.
Janine, look here, the camera.
Oh, right here.
Gosh.
Okay. So
This is Janine's first time joining us on the live stream. Is this your first live stream like ever?
ever.
No, you've done stuff on Instagram at least.
No, who wants to see me live? Brushing my
We are
teeth.
still waiting on people to join
Well,
us.
we're here with you guys, and we're glad to bring Janine on. She plays Kalina
Yay!
in Yappie, and this is
Yappie
Yappie
Hour.
Hour.
We got our drinks and everything.
Yeah, you don't know what's in here. Cheers, guys.
Woo.
Wow, we got a lot of people in.
Hola, Brian.
Oh my gosh, I'm loving this.
Roxy,
Oh, they
Matilda,
love episode
Brian,
3.
JD, Michelle, Ashley, Karen.
Irene.
Wow. Woo.
This is so exciting. Janine has watched some the past live streams. Now you're on it. Guys, we're talking today, recapping episode 3 of Yappie that just came out yesterday. Who saw it? Who's seen it? I would assume that everyone in here
Philip
should have
is
seen
back.
Episode 3 was so good. Boom. Thank you.
it. Are you single, mama?
Wow. Oh my god.
See, this is where all the
Phenomenal.
DMs are
Everyone
coming out.
saw it.
Syria, Japan,
hand.
Africa. Oh my goodness. I'm loving this.
It's
Yay.
this
Oh, they
is,
saw it.
this is our
Yay.
first time having a guest on Yappie Hour.
Mhm.
Yes, it is.
Oh my gosh, I'm your first guest?
It's fitting because you're kind of like a pretty important one in the show.
You
know,
big,
to me.
Small role.
To
You
Andrew.
might have seen me.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching episode 3 and keeping up with the series each week.
Philip the Lion, shout out.
We we have 2 more episodes, so we're past the halfway
Oh
mark.
my
now.
gosh, I
I
know.
know. Let's not focus on the sad stuff.
It's only going to get better.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 more episodes, but we wanted to talk today about episode 3, and there's a lot to talk about. First of all, looking at the comments, it looks like it was a lot of you guys' favorites. It was like, even though there were a lot of comments that are like, oh, like, I don't know, like, I think this was my favorite, or I liked all the other ones a lot, but now I think this was my favorite.
It was pretty funny.
Well, I'm wondering that why people felt that this one was their favorite.
APIAHM.
I mean, like, we also were forecasting that this might be a lot of people's favorites based on like the table reads we did and a lot of the feedback from the cast
It was
before we even
funny.
started shooting.
Yeah.
So
I think it was the comedy. There was like a little bit of like, I think the unity aspect, kind of made people feel like all warm and fuzzy.
and it was kind of like a break from this kind of a little bit more heavy topic.
Right.
I think it was a little bit more fun and light.
Yeah.
It's kind of
We
like,
were saying that this one was kind of like the first episode that was like a side adventure of Andrew. Like, he has what's going on in his life and his friends, and this was like a side quest. If this was like an RPG, he's like, go unite the Asians of your company, and then we'll return back to the story. But no, Andrew was still discovering things about himself in this episode, and obviously things with Kalina progressed as well. For the record, because I know people are typing Kalina's name in the comments, the way that we're spelling her name, there's many ways to spell it, but it's Kaleena. Kalina.
Kalina.
Yes.
Kalina.
So actually, yeah, why don't we? This is a good time because for people to meet you. You haven't done a live stream with us before.
No, or ever.
But Janine has actually been part of the Wong Fu family for a few years now.
Yes.
Well, actually, her first appearance was in Everything Before Us.
I was just gonna see if you knew.
Of course, I remember.
Okay.
Yeah. Our movie, Everything Before Us. You're in the first minute.
Yeah, like me and Dante were we the first things that pop up, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
Were you the
It's
first
like
ones?
love. Yeah.
Janine fade in on her face.
So Janine was one of the couples. We had an opening montage of couples in our movie, and she was one of them. And that's how we first met her.
People always ask me that. They're like, "How did you even meet them?"
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the story. Everything Before Us.
Everything
That's where
Before
it
Us was
started.
just like a regular audition casting, and we're like, this was
Yeah.
cool. But then after we met there, and you were so nice, we're like, hey, let's keep in touch. We're always making stuff. And then, so what I think a lot of people before Yappie remember or know you from is in the Wong Fu world is Accumulated.
Accumulated. I'm like, do you know?
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
when I like you was enough?
Was enough. Friend zoning.
Friend zoning.
Quote.
I friend zoned her.
Pretty much.
Accumulated was actually like nice girl.
Yeah.
We've done Just a Nice Guy. Accumulated was basically Just a Nice Girl.
And I could totally relate to that. Actually, yeah, I've been friend zoned a couple times.
You were my first on-screen kiss.
Was I?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Wait, I wasn't yours?
No.
Um,
Not even close.
A lot of people are asking, like they want to know about you.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Why?
they're like, oh,
I'm so boring. Oh,
No.
nationality. I am half African American and half Japanese.
Yep.
just like Kalina.
Just like Kalina.
We changed your first name, but we didn't change your last name.
My last name is Oda.
We still called you Miss Oda.
Mhm.
I like that.
But no, yeah. So when we were writing Yappie, and we knew that we wanted to have a character that was of mixed race. Janine was like the first person we thought of because you're just so wonderful, and definitely that mix is, I think, very unique. And so we're like, oh my gosh, Janine would be perfect for it. And you were so down from the beginning, like when I called you.
Oh yeah, when you first told me about it, I mean, for one, I always love working with you guys. I always have such a good time.
Yes.
As you can even tell, I'm sure you guys can see from the mood of being on set with them. It's always we're just laughing, having a great time.
Yeah,
it doesn't even feel like work.
No stress at all.
None. What?
So I'm glad that we were able to bring you on, and I think just the fact that we've worked together so many other times, like it helped when we were working on this project together.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this episode, our characters, we met in the last episode 2. You're the dance instructor.
Mm-hmm.
And let's clear it up for everyone right now. Are you a dance
Oh my
instructor?
gosh.
Are you a dance instructor?
They're gonna have to find out someday, I guess. I am not a dance instructor, and I can dance, but it doesn't look good. Dance, but it doesn't look good. No.
As you can watch the scene
there
again.
you
Go to episode 2. Watch the montage again. And
watch my lanky arms, and you can kind of tell.
oh my
But
gosh, you didn't dance.
we cut right before she does anything, and she's like, "Good job, good job." Okay, yeah.
It fooled a lot of people,
It's
though.
good. No, it's good.
That
You
means
did
your
a good
guys'
job.
editing skills is like
Oh, totally.
Oh
on
yeah.
par. Yeah.
Totally. But no, so we got closer in this episode.
Mhm.
And spoiler in case you haven't watched it yet. But I end up asking you out at the end.
I know.
But when we were writing this episode, like I think like the moment of asking you out was like that scene we actually moved around in different episodes.
Oh
and,
yeah.
And we decided to put it at the end of this one, and we actually just us getting closer and leading up to me asking you out, we decided to put into this episode because we didn't want it to come too early in the season, when Andrew was still figuring out like himself, and we didn't want too much of like our relationship to be because in response to like me breaking up with other girls or whatever. We wanted to establish a friendship first.
I think the way you transitioned into it, I mean, first
Yeah.
episode you have to introduce Andrew.
Right.
Second episode, kind of see where he's at figuring out his own life.
Yeah.
And then towards the end, I mean, it made sense to me.
Yeah. And there's like patches of time too.
Mhm.
I've been taking Richard, my cousin, to classes for a little bit.
Mhm.
And technically the office party was a few weeks, from that point that I asked you out. So like it kind of, spreads out our relationship or, us knowing each other
Yeah,
over
that's true.
a period of time.
Yeah. And I think like your storyline with Kalina's character kind of paralleled really nicely with your kind of awakening at the office, and what Andrew did with his coworkers and stuff. So it actually ended up flowing really well and fitting in well with the rest of this series. I think you guys will be excited to see where it goes after this. But,
Yeah, next episode.
What should be? I keep seeing like a ship name. What's a ship name for?
Kalina and Andrew.
Should it be Drulina?
Julina. and
Calandru.
Calandru.
Calandru. Okay.
Beautiful. That was
Yeah.
No, that sounds so much like clan.
What did I say?
Calandru.
Calandru.
That sounds weird.
So
Yeah.
change it up. Andrina.
Andrina.
And Lena.
Alina.
And Lena.
That's if we stay together, guys. Just kidding.
Adrelina.
Season 2.
Andrelina.
Andrelina.
Okay. That's good.
I like Angelina.
Yeah.
Um,
You know what I like about episode 3 is that it is light and it's funny, but it does touch on the topic of the divisiveness
Yeah.
in Asian culture because that is very much there.
Right. No, I'm glad you brought that up. Like, it's kind of like it's a very serious issue, I think, in our community. But when I put it into the context of an office party. If you think of office party as like government or the country, and then like the budgets is like how we fight for policies or we fight for representation. Like it's just trying to like make a smaller version of what's happening out in the real world.
Yeah. Did you have a Japanese character in the office? No, huh?
You were there at the end.
Oh, okay.
Well, okay. To be honest, so at the end we had that conference room, right? So technically, the other two people could have been
Vincent.
Obviously, we didn't represent every nationality.
Benson there was a comment that was like, wait, Benson's there. What's he representing?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know, the San Diegans.
Silence.
People from San Diego.
I only asked that because I did notice in the comments, people were, because of the different Asian cultures, they were bringing up things that happen between some Asian cultures.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Nanjing.
Oh, yeah. Well, we can't get it. Well, I mean, we can talk about.
We can't get into that. But I didn't know about that.
What? You know what? That's because the Japanese people don't teach that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what contributes to a lot of the fragmentation, divisiveness within our community.
I had no idea about it, but when I looked it up, it's terrible.
Right. And I mean, I think like that's what, we had that very long conversation in the middle of the episode where I make that joke where it's like, I think it's also because our motherlands hate each other. Mm-hmm. So when we come here or when our parents come here, they teach us, oh, no, you're not like them. Yeah. Oh, no, we're better than them.
Yes.
Don't talk to them. Yes. So even though as Asian American kids, where we're just trying to assimilate or we're trying to figure out our identity when in a country that just sees us as one thing, but then we know that within it, we're like, wait, but my mom told me that was bad or they're not good or whatever.
Yeah. Koreans are like this. Right. Filipinos are like this.
And the thing is, it makes sense why our parents or immigrants, whatever, from that, time or whatever, feel that way. But it's hard to draw that line with just where it's like, hey, mom, dad, whatever, grandma, grandpa, like I'm here now. Like it's a different time, it's a different world.
And that's all.
Right. And this is what we're dealing with here. Together. And that's actually a different topic of, I think with Yappie, when I read some of the comments, I realize this show is not in a certain territory. With like Netflix, like it's only available in this territory, or if it's on TV, it's only in America, right?
Oh, good point.
But because it's on YouTube, we have people, that are watching from all over the world, and they're like, a lot of them are like, I don't really get why this is an issue. I don't understand this. And I'm like, well, it's because you're not from America, and that's not their fault. I'm glad they're watching, right? But this is specifically an Asian American show for sure, or Western Asian show. Yeah.
I mean, speaking of comments, I think one of the most basic comments I think I noticed after the release was like, "Oh, is this a real thing? Like diversity parties or like conference room meetings at corporations?" And actually ties into the title. Just so you guys know, it is a real thing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. There's a lot of inclusion or like diversity parties that companies throw.
Right.
Or conferences. And actually, the pun that we had, Affinity War, is rooted in the actual name of these conferences.
Right. So when you work at a corporation or one of these big companies that they're trying to be inclusive, their HR is trying to be very PC. So there's groups and they're called affinity groups. So it's just basically like groups within the company that have a certain affinity towards either culture or whatever, right? And interest groups. So yes, we
saw an opportunity.
Yeah, we saw affinity. And they're battling each other, and
guess what happened this year? Infinity War came out.
So it's actually perfect. There are some comments. There are some comments that are like, guys, did you guys realize that this is just like Infinity War? I'm like, of course. Like, yes, no doubt. Yeah,
no, yeah.
But no, so yeah, these are real things, and I think the it's a real thing in corporations, in corporate America, whatever. But it's also a real thing in colleges too, and that was another reason why I was really excited to make this was because I know that, if this was aged down, the relatability for people in college is definitely there because we get invited to so many colleges and universities to speak at a lot of Asian organizations. Yeah. And sometimes a Korean organization brings us out,
Really?
Yeah, because they have the budget to bring people out and they just want to bring Asians, to celebrate and to highlight or whatever. So yeah, we've been brought up by Filipino frats. We've been brought out by, Hong Kong Student Union. We've been brought out by, cool. Like all different things. Korean. It's been pretty funny.
And you have been brought out by like orgs that come together.
Yeah.
to combine their budgets.
Yeah.
And those are fun too.
That's
Right.
cute.
Literally, no. There was one time we were brought out to judge like a Vietnamese, like by a Vietnamese like sorority for a Vietnamese show, and we're like, are we allowed to do this? And like that's already the fragmentation that I've built into myself, where it's like, oh no, we're not allowed to, whatever. Because I do respect that we all have different cultures, but yeah, like at the end of the day, in this country, like we said in the episode, we can make a bit more progress working together.
Absolutely.
You know, it's like first get people to understand us as this like monolith, you know, and then, you know, understand the differences first. Because like right now, if you're trying to like do too much, too little, like it might be too difficult for people to understand. I feel like.
Yeah.
A lot of people recognizing Will J. Will J was the final song.
Yes.
He's the artist that performed Leading Man, the final song of this episode.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of Will J fans.
I know.
I'm glad. I'm so happy to see that. And we purposely chose that song too, like for this episode. The song is called Leading Man, and it's literally, you know, a song that's about like, why can't he as an Asian male be seen as the leading man, right? So
yeah, kind of paralleled with you kind of taking the lead as a character to kind of organize and this coalition. Yeah, so that was great.
Yeah, the conference room scene was a lot of fun. It was a long speech that I memorized literally like
minutes
that day.
Yeah.
But it was fun to like you know, write that scene, because we were like, oh, like what are the things that we all like to claim from other cultures, right? It's like, you know, for example, like Japan in the World Cup, just like, you know, up until 3 days ago, you know, they were playing and they lost. But I was still like, oh, I'm so proud like that Asians did well, you know, even though like they're not even from America, but I still felt proud. Yeah. What do you guys like to claim? What do you? That's not yours.
Oh, K-pop all the way. BTS.
K-pop's great.
Yeah, dude, I'll take K-pop all day.
So cool.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, World Cup, Korea beating Germany was great.
Pacquiao.
Pacquiao, sure, yeah.
Sure.
All the comedians too, like in the show. Like I love Hassan Minaj actually.
Right.
I have yet to hear him.
Oh, he's great.
Okay, I gotta look him up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who do you claim?
Definitely when Manny Pacquiao was fighting, I was like, yeah, go Manny. And then all the singers for sure. That Bruno Mars line was very true to me. I was like, yes. People don't know that Bruno is like half Filipino.
Is he also half black?
No, Hawaiian too. No, he has no black in him.
It's The Rock then, right? Because he's Pacific. He's obviously an islander.
I don't think
I think he's part. No.
I don't think so.
Okay, just kidding. Never mind.
These are the games that we have to play.
See, I don't know.
We're so fragmented. We don't even know where
who's
our
what.
peoples are.
Yeah. I mean, I just found out Neo's mixed. I had no idea. Part Asian.
Yeah.
Yay.
That's why
I feel like I get the best of like both worlds.
Yeah, as a Blasian, you get to choose.
I'm like Beyonce, Ali Wong. That's right.
You're so lucky.
You get everybody.
Damn, you get Beyonce.
Because I want both sides to win.
Dang,
so
mixed.
Yeah.
Shoot, you're so lucky.
Neo is mixed. Yeah. You guys don't know. Let's answer some of your guys' questions. I think it's so cool that you guys are here, and we'd love to like.
Look at those K-pop fans.
All right, so we got Dwayne is half black, half Samoan. My bad, and a little bit of Hawaiian.
Oh shoot, he is.
Wait. No, this person says half black, half Samoan, half Hawaiian. You can't have three halves.
Thirds.
He's 150%.
Yeah. He's 150% rock. That's what he is.
Yes, I still like Twice.
I haven't heard. Keanu Reeves.
Someone's like, they're like, oh yeah, Neo. They think when we said Neo, they think we're talking about Matrix Neo. And the funny thing is, he actually is part Asian too.
Both Neos are mixed.
Neo the singer.
You get all the Neos.
Yeah. If you're Neo,
I didn't know that.
You're part Asian.
Some people are like, Neo's mixed. Enrique Iglesias? You're lying.
I have heard that before.
What?
I have heard that. I don't know. Is that someone fact check real quick? Yeah. No. So it's going back. Someone's saying, "Oh, we should do a college tour." And if you guys don't know this, but every spring and fall, we actually do go to like a lot of universities.
I'm like, didn't you just get off of a college tour?
Yeah, we went to like 7, 8, 9 schools this past spring.
Between filming.
Oh yeah, we were shooting while we were touring. But we're actually thinking about doing a Yappie college tour this fall. So if you want us to go to your school, email booking@wongfuproductions.com. Wait, is it bookings or booking? Booking, no S. Booking@wongfuproductions.com if you want us to go to your school. Maybe he's what? Oh my God, Enrique Iglesias is part Filipino.
Do you know? Do you know? I'm part Filipino.
I can be Filipino, baby.
Tay is bae. Look at him. So multi-talented. What is that?
That's this ping pong song.
I can be
Oh,
Filipino.
okay. Come back to UCSD. Oh yeah, Tiger Woods. Yeah, he's mixed for sure.
See, look, we can share all these great musicians and athletes and actors if we all just accept one another instead of drawing lines. No, but it's a real issue. Like we made this episode specifically because we knew that the core group of friends in Yappie was not going to represent everyone, and we're aware of those of people that are going to watch and say, hey, I wish you guys had this, or you guys know that there's more to Asians than just this, and it's like we know that. But for us to make a show that's not just 100 characters, we do have to have like one group or one singular character to follow. But no, we definitely know that there's a lot of different types of Asians, and we can't represent everyone all at once. And this was our way to show that. And I'm so glad, because I remember when the trailer came out and in episode 1 and 2, people were like, oh man, there's not this Asian, or they don't have South Asians or whatever. I'm like, oh, just wait till episode 3.
Yeah, I love that you added that.
Yeah.
And I think it's just the beginning too. I think like hopefully if we get to do more episodes, we can explore even more within.
I think that's the exciting part about the concept of Yappie, is that it's opening the doors for a lot of conversation just about Asian American identity and the spectrum that it is. And hopefully, if you guys want more of this series, that we can continue telling all those stories.
Yeah. We did a lot of research to write it though. Like I really, that line about me being on Reddit to figure out like what constitutes Asian or whatever. I literally did go on Reddit, and
I'm sure that got annoying.
I literally did read through like an hour's worth of racist comments.
I was gonna say it must be. It's unfortunate, but it's real.
It's real.
Yeah. A lot of people liked that Brandon reveal joke that we had.
Dude, a lot of people just like
That's
Brandon
hilarious.
in general. A lot of people would like that we're just revealing Brandon.
Yeah, people like, show more of him.
Yeah. They're saying his voice is like a young Dante Bosco.
Yeah, they think
Oh, I can see that.
Dante voiced over him.
Brandon has the voice of a 30, 40-year-old. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. People are discovering Janine too. People are really loving Janine.
Yay.
Where you been, guys? Didn't you watch Accumulated?
I know.
You said that you have been getting some DMs.
Some DMs from some gentlemen.
Guys.
Be respectful.
Taken. Phil's
And
taken too. I see a lot of comments saying this Phil have a girlfriend. Spoken for. See, it's easier in Hawaii. You just have a flower.
Yeah. Oh, is that what it means?
Yeah, one side's taken and one side's single.
Oh.
What group is Benson representing?
We already talked. Look, he was there representing Wong Fu Productions. That's what he was there. We just needed a body. We just needed more people in the conference room, and Benson had the best body to be in the conference room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Benson is go. Oh my God, greatest of all time. He's like, what are you saying about me?
Benson, come over here.
He's mixed. Benson's mixed.
Benson's mixed?
Actually, you're right.
With what? You're mixed?
Well, no,
he says no.
Well, like your family is like Vietnamese. Culturally
mixed.
Okay, so you were representing the Vietnamese people, right?
Sure. Yeah.
What the funny thing?
Vietnamese?
Chinese from Vietnam.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
which is a group. It's a very large group.
Yeah.
But technically, actually, little known fact, in college, you actually were part of
the Filipino.
He was in
the Vietnamese club.
You were part of all the clubs, but not the Chinese club.
Yeah.
So that's what he was representing, guys. Okay.
That's hilarious. You were in the. I wish I could join one of those clubs. I never joined any of those Asian clubs.
Why not?
Just because I just didn't feel like it was.
All the Filipinos
cool.
know this dance.
I feel like I would have got kicked out. Like.
What are you talking about? You'd be like, oh, cool, we got the Blasian.
Not at my high school. Oh. Haters.
Oh.
No, we're good now. We're good.
So yes, now you guys know Benson was repping the Filipinos and the Vietnamese people.
Benson was Korean until he got the eyelid surgery.
Oh yeah.
Sunkapu? Oh my gosh. I had no idea.
Benson, they like your dancing.
That was one comment that my friend made when she saw you. She was like, "Are his eyelids?" I was like, "Yeah, they're real." That's such a thing in Asian culture. Right. I'm very surprised.
It is. Mine are real.
What other great comments were there? I mean, did you guys have a?
Well, there was one comment that I think we should address too, is that, you know, people in our conversation, like at the dance studio, about like how I was saying, oh, I wish Asians could be as united as like Black people.
Mhm.
There was some very good comments that I acknowledged that maybe it was an oversight a little bit. Like I should have said like Black Americans, I guess,
yeah.
or African American, because there's a very wide spectrum of Black people
From
in
the
America, right?
Caribbean, South America,
And
Yeah.
obviously
Africa.
Africa.
Yeah.
That was a great point. Yeah, someone was like, "Oh, there's definitely more mainstream awareness of like East Asian countries
Mhm.
and their like identities,
Oh, you're right.
but like there's not as much awareness about like African countries and nationalities."
Mhm.
And like I don't think that was like necessarily a point. We were talking about like African Americans versus Asian Americans and how like unified
in America.
and in America
As a group, yeah.
as a group they are,
Mhm.
and how we're fighting for that still.
Right.
Mhm.
But yeah, in terms of like our homelands and in cultural awareness,
I think
about
that's
those,
I think that's because the immigrants from East Asia are more recent
Mhm.
than the
That's true.
immigrants from Africa, and obviously, you know, the African Americans that have been here in America didn't come here by choice anyways,
No,
so they
yeah.
lost all that knowledge and cultural nationality or
Yeah.
nationalism, whatever that they could have had,
Yeah.
because it's been like, you know, hundreds of years removed. But I wouldn't know actually how to point out a different African country or someone from a different African country, but I could point out a Korean and a Chinese person
Yeah.
and a Japanese person.
I think same. I think it's easier for me to point out someone who's of a different Asian ethnicity
Yeah.
than if I talk to someone who was from Jamaica,
Yeah.
for instance. And then
Yeah.
their story is so different. I mean, slavery was obviously there too.
Yeah.
I've met Jamaican Chinese people.
Oh,
That's a huge community.
That's the thing.
Yeah. Like I'm like, dang, you got a gold chain, some really nice shades, and you own a Jamaican restaurant in New
Yeah.
York?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's surprising. There's
I
a
think-
lot of different
I think there's
people.
also there's way more countries in Africa too.
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
oh man, I think because like China just takes up such a big chunk of Asia, and you
Yeah.
have like all the little ones around it, but like Africa's like so many. Yeah.
someone was like, was it on purpose that we released it on July 4th?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
what
that was
a
a good day.
It was a great coincidence.
Yeah.
Great coincidence. Yes.
We when we were like, you know, planning out the release schedule, we know it was Wednesdays, and I was like, oh shoot, we're gonna hit July 4th, and even up until literally like the 2 days before, I'm like, oh, like the holiday's gonna mess it up, but I was like, wait, it's actually perfect because it's a very patriotic episode.
Yeah.
It literally has what song is it? What's the battle hymn or something?
Yeah, is it like, yeah, I forgot the name of the song.
I'd love to write the Asian American Constitution.
Right,
with you.
exactly.
I
Yeah,
gotta go.
we're all about like finding symbolism and relationships within our
Yeah.
shows. We don't care if it does well.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, it's a significant day,
Yeah.
Independence Day,
My mom said it was good.
Battle Hymn of the Republic. Thank you.
Battle hymn, yes. Battle hymn of the Republic. Dun, dun, dun,
Dang,
dun, dun,
we
dun.
either got some really fast fact checkers or
It's really smart people.
really
yeah,
smart people.
you guys are really smart.
I saw someone leave a comment right there that says Phil's t-shirt. Love Phil's t-shirt. This is we're selling this on our store, wongfustore.com. And if you guys don't get it, like remodel obviously is like when you're like, you know, remodeling a house and you're trying to change things up. And we're known as model minorities. So
Get the swag.
let's change it up. Let's remodel the model minority.
Yes.
So definitely wear it proud and get it at wongfustore.com.
You guys are so good at puns. Did you think of that?
Honestly, yes, I did. And
Of course you did.
I'm very proud of this one.
You're very, very punny.
When I was just like, I was trying to think like what could work for like Yappie Asian, and I was like, oh, model minority was perfect.
Yeah.
So I felt
Remodel
some
minority.
things are like written in the stars, and they just have to be like, you know,
Yeah.
taken from there. What are
That's
you
a
doing?
good one.
What are you doing, Taylor? Oh, very
That
good.
wasn't good. I didn't.
Oh my, you're one of the guys.
Okay,
You're one of the people.
Let me just erase this.
Thank you for the series. Yeah. Thank you guys.
No,
No, thank you.
Aw.
thank you guys for watching it. Thank you for watching it.
Punny Phil. Very punny.
Totes.
You guys want to do a lightning round of questions?
Let's do it.
But yeah, Jen designed this though, so I just.
I could totally see that.
Jen designed this. Jen designed
She's
this.
so creative.
Yeah.
I don't know how. And then some of the things you do by hand, girl.
Jen, you want to say hi?
Jen, pop your head out.
Come say hi. There's Jen.
She's like,
Cool. Let's keep looking at let's do a Let's do a lightning round of questions. Will there be more than 5 episodes? No, there are only 5 episodes, guys. So we just released episode 3. There's 2 more. And actually, if you don't want to wait, you can actually go to our Vimeo page in the links attached and binge the next 2. We actually put the rest of the season on sale. So before it was $10 to get the whole season. But since we're halfway through, you basically made it. But if you're curious, we're making it cheaper. It's only $8 now. So definitely support it. If you just want to go support, just go grab it. It all goes to helping us make back our budget and hopefully make a second season.
I know.
Right. So if you want to support the show, grab a shirt, go to Vimeo, grab a hat, any of those things, or become a care holder on Patreon.
I mean, you say only 5 episodes, but didn't you say it took you like a year and a half to write?
Well, it took a year to
I think
organize it all together. But like I think the first time I went to Taylor with like, hey, like let's start making episodes. It was like around like October, and by then I already had some. I did have some episodes already listed out.
We pretty much an outline of like what episodes we could do.
Right.
And we kind of like chose our favorite 5 that we knew that we could tackle.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's been like conceptualizing, shopping around for a long time.
But then actually writing it maybe took about like 3 months to 4 months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so not too bad.
Okay.
But and that wasn't fully
So
focused
tough.
on it. We were still doing other Wong Fu stuff.
Yeah, we knew we just had to do it fast and get it out and make sure you guys.
But we definitely do want to do a second season. So we're kind of going to weigh out the options of how we can make that happen realistically. Someone made a funny comment. They're like, they looked at the conference room at the end and they're like, wait, there's 7 people there. And if you all had $500, then that means you guys were still only at $3,500 and Black History Month still got $1,500 more.
Yeah.
And we were like,
way more.
That's not what we're trying to say. That wasn't.
Maybe,
oh, shoot.
Maybe some of the other groups, Benson's group actually got all that extra money. So he was a key figure in swinging him over.
And like 3 other groups weren't at the meeting that day. They were like
the Japanese
at
people.
lunch.
Yeah. They didn't want to join us. Yeah.
So, but they ended up coming at the party.
Yeah. Well, I think we're gonna start wrapping this up.
Yeah.
I know we call this Yappie Hour, but it's always Yappie Half Hour.
Yeah, guys. I'm sorry we didn't actually do a lightning round.
We could try.
I feel like you guys answered a lot of questions though. Let's see. Do you see
favorite
anything?
food? Favorite episode? My favorite episode is episode 4. It comes out next week on Wednesday.
Will you come to South Carolina? I hope so.
I hope so.
Wait,
I hear it's beautiful.
We've been to South. No, we've been to North Carolina a lot. We haven't been to South yet.
Someone asked who's my favorite BTS member. It depends on my mood. I like them all.
Wow.
Oh, what a safe answer.
What a good answer.
Michael asked what we'd spend our first $500 on at the silo party. We would spend it on alcohol.
I was gonna say alcohol.
Yeah, I already said it as I was
Jameson, Hennessy, obviously.
You're invited.
Soju. What else do we got here? Bao. I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it either.
I like Bao. I support Bao.
I eat baos.
Oh, I love Bao. What's your favorite?
Technically, I am a bao. I already know the spoiler of the show or the short.
I was like, oh.
But anyways, I love Xiaolong
heard the
bao.
spoiler.
I love Ca Sao bao.
Phil, do you like dim sum actually?
Hell no. Here we go again. Say it.
He doesn't like it.
Say it.
I like certain things at dim sum. Okay, first let's clarify. Dianxing, dim sum is a type of meal and food across various types of Chinese cuisine.
Okay.
So dim sum, as it's depicted, is Cantonese style dim sum.
Okay.
And of Cantonese style dim sum, I'm not a huge fan of.
Like shumai and all that other stuff.
Shumai's fine. I like ta sao bao, but there's like Taiwanese dim sum that I like, and there's like other types of. Yeah. Typically, xiaolong bao is dim sum.
What's that?
The soup dumplings. Like Din Tai Fung. Din Tai Fung,
I was just gonna say
is dim sum. So in that sense, I do like dim sum. So,
but like
haters, chill.
Don't attack
the
him.
small mom and pop shop, like Siempress, is that a small mom and pop shop?
You're just talking about just like the Hong Kong stuff, the carts.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah, the carts.
That's Cantonese style.
Chicken feet.
Oh no, I don't do chicken feet.
Oh hell yeah, I love some chicken feet.
Favorite character of Yappie?
Don't be judging me.
Favorite character, Yappie, this girl.
Yeah, what a great last question to answer. It is definitely Janine's
Aw.
character. Thank you so much for
You're not
being
saying
part of
that?
Yappie.
If it was Seema sitting here, we'd say Seema.
I know. I'm like, are you saying that because I'm?
No, Phil's here. I ignored him.
It's true.
Yeah, you know what? I'm everyone's least favorite character. Okay, I see the comments. No one wants to see me.
Damn.
No one wants to see.
I want
those
to see you.
specific
No one
comments.
wants me to act. Everyone thinks that I'm just, an attention whore.
He loves being in his stuff, right?
I haven't acted in something in so long, guys. Give me a break.
That's
So
true. You
long.
haven't.
I
You
actually don't
haven't.
act at all.
You
guys.
haven't.
And when I finally do, people don't.
Give
like
him a
This is the
chance.
3 million subscriber
I
video,
love
which was-
it.
That's true. That was really. No, Kalina is definitely my favorite. Brett is definitely my least
Oh my
favorite.
god.
obviously.
Oh, I was like, oh my god, he's so funny.
Brett's amazing.
I thought he was pretty funny.
But yes, thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you guys for
Um,
having me.
Follow Janine on her Instagram. Leave nice comments.
Yeah, I
Okay,
hope
guys.
so.
And you can see more of her next week, July 11th.
Wednesday.
Wednesday, July 11th.
Is it Wednesdays at noon or just Wednesday?
Wednesdays at noon.
noon
We've been pretty good.
Pacific
Ish?
Standard
Yeah.
Time, daylight
Okay.
time.
Okay.
This yesterday was 12:30, but
Yeah,
we're hitting 12 pretty good
It's
these
around,
days.
yeah.
CP time.
Yes. So we'll see you guys next week because we're doing Yappie hours on the following day. So watch it on Wednesday. We'll see you guys next week. Check out wongfustore.com. You can write it. And then thank you for being here, guys.
Phil's a good actor.
Yay!
That's right.
Yeah, everyone say it. Everyone.
Validation. I only need your guys' approval. That's all I need.
You're amazing.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. wongfustore.com, vimeo.com/yappie if you want to watch the next 2 episodes and not wait. Thank you so much for supporting the show
Yes.
and supporting us and supporting Janine. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye. Love you guys.
Bye.
Aw.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. That's,
You
it's
drank
a Y. It's a Y. Look, it's a Y.
Little heart.